over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown value.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connection. 1-hour flights on 50-passenger jets with fares starting at just $119 one way. Seats are limited and restrictions apply. Business, pleasure, a game, a winter getaway. It's easy when you fly from Pierre. Visit denverairconnection.com/Expedia to book your trip today. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport. Minneapolis flights begin November 30th.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Ag Tetra, CHS River Plains, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
Welcome to Brandon, South Dakota. This is Jason Adair on KGFX AM 1060 FM 103.1, and we've got the Pierre Governors visiting the Brandon Valley Lynx tonight for some AA action. Pierre sitting at 7-2, haven't lost to a team in their class since the opener when they faced the Rapid City Stevens Raiders. And the Brandon Valley Lynx, they've won 4 out of their last 5 games. They currently sit at 4-3, but haven't played a game in a while, so they are hungry to get out on the court against Pierre tonight. Last season, these two teams played back on January 19th, almost exactly 1 year ago, and Brandon Valley was down going into the fourth quarter, but they outscored Pierre by 10 to defeat the Governors, 75-69. Pierre actually hasn't beaten Brandon Valley in girls hoops since 2018, so they've got a chance to go at it tonight and hand the Lynx a loss. Both teams just outside the top 5 in the rankings, but they've got a potential to make a strong second half run, get some playoff positioning, and that begins tonight. You're going to want to hang out with us right here on the Bank West pregame show. We've got a lot coming up, including interviews with both head coaches, Mike Zur of Brandon Valley and Kirk Bebout, of course, of the Pierre Governors. And we also will be talking about the AA slate in girls basketball across the state tonight. I know the weather's been a little dicey over the last couple of weeks. We've got a pretty full slate going tonight. And by the way, it's great to make sure all the teams can get to their spots. I haven't seen any postponements or changes in the schedule in South Dakota, so we'll cross our fingers and hope we get everything in tonight. We'll also have keys to success, and we will hear more about this game and more about the players involved coming up in just a minute. You are listening to the pregame show, the Bank West pregame show, right here on KGFX 1060 AM 103.1 FM.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports, from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games, and when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Welcome back to Brandon, South Dakota, getting ready for the Pierre Governors to take on the Lynx here in AA basketball. There's quite a slate going on across the state in girls basketball in AA. And number 1, O'Gorman. They're going to host the Lincoln Patriots tonight. O'Gorman without a loss so far in the year. Lincoln without a win. Aberdeen Central also in the top 5. They take on a Class A team in Tay area. So Aberdeen Central really hitting the meat of their schedule as they just played O'Gorman Tuesday and now play a ranked team in Class A tonight. Jefferson goes to Harrisburg, a battle of top 5 teams going at it tonight. Spearfish is at Douglas, and of course, right here, Brandon Valley hosting the Pierre Governors. Give you a quick update of what happened on Tuesday night across the state in AA. Harrisburg got a win over Roosevelt, but Roosevelt, a very much improved team over the past few weeks, gave them a game. 46-42, the Tigers got the win. Huron beat Brookings 54-36. Watertown also played T. T is playing a lot of Double-A teams. Even though they're a Class A team, they're getting ready to make that move up here in the next cycle where they change the classes. But Watertown lost that game 50-32. Jefferson won handily over Yankton 59-26. And O'Gorman, as I mentioned, they rolled Aberdeen Central 64-27. And of course, your Pierre Governors went out to Box Elder, played against Douglas, got the 65-44 win in that game. Nice game for Lynx Dupree. 29 points, a season high from her. She hit 6 3-pointers, went 6 for 11 from beyond the arc. And that was a big win for her. And she's had back-to-back outstanding games now for the Govs. The rankings came out last Monday, as they do every Monday, from a group of media professionals, including myself, who get to vote on those. And O'Gorman, they've been number one all season long. They check in at number one once again. Jefferson, just one loss on the year. They check in at number 2. Harrisburg is in the rankings at 3. Mitchell, how about Mitchell? Undefeated on the season so far, but haven't got a win yet against a team above 500. So they're kind of waiting to make their move up as the toughness of their schedule sits right in front of them. But they come in at number 4. And number 5, Aberdeen Central, of course, lost the day after the rankings came out. They still could make a little run to get back in the rankings. And then the receiving votes column, Washington Warriors, a team that Pierre just beat a week ago. And Pierre getting some love. They got 1 vote in the latest AA rankings. So we will see how those shake up here, as a lot of games getting set to be played across the state, not only tonight, but over the next couple of days, as some of the makeup games happen because of the weather issues that have plagued the entire state of South Dakota. We've got much more coming up on the Bank West pregame show, including a visit with both head coaches. We'll talk to Mike Zur and about his sensational sophomores that lead his team in scoring.
ADQ fans, crunch into a $6.99 chicken strip basket. It's got crispy all-white meat chicken strips, golden fries, mouth-watering Texas toast, and your favorite dipping sauce like our homemade Hidden Valley Ranch. Is there a more perfect basket? I'm going to go buy a chicken strip basket as soon as I finish with this ad read. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Living with less pain means living at your best. But an action-packed life can wear your body down. Avera Orthopedics keeps you moving with total joint replacements for pain you don't have to live with. Find relief with the region's largest orthopedic physician team of specialized surgeons so you can keep moving forward. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/totaljoint.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
What makes our business successful? Our people. Beck Motor Company in Pierre takes great pride in our team, and we are looking to add to it. We currently have an opening for a full-time parts consultant. This individual works closely with our service department and collision center customers, as well as walk-in customers, getting them the parts and accessories they need. Experience a plus, but we'll train the right individual. Many benefits, including health insurance. Contact Steve Meyer at 224-5912. Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Welcome back to AA basketball right here. And we will get started here a little bit early. If you're ready for a 7 o'clock tip-off, they're going to roll this start out so that Pierre can get on the road and back home. So we will continue with our BankWest pregame show right here on KGFX. I'm Jason Andera, and I had a chance to talk to Mike Zur, the head coach of Brandon Valley, a little bit about this team. Last year, they really relied on their AA Player of the Year, Hillary Behrens. This year, they've got a different team, but they're still very dangerous. Here's Mike Zur.
You had some youth that has experience coming into the year, and you've got a good group of seniors.
For sure. It was, obviously very different, not playing through we did a lot of stuff through Hill, but it's been fun to see this team become one, and kind of figure out where, kids' skills are best fit, and, seeing kids develop into new roles. We've got a couple of sophomores that, lead us in scoring, in Ava Kellenberger and Olivia Padgett, and, you mentioned those seniors in Kennedy and Deckert and Paisley Hoff, Mallory Babb even, just some roles that, maybe statistically, they're not having the start to the season that they wanted, but at the same token, like, their leadership is huge for a young team that, is really growing into things. Madison Geaver had an incredible offseason and has been a force for us in the post now too. And so just really fun to see a team build, and really get tested early. We played, 3 of the best teams that we're going to play within the first 4 games, and got a great win at Roosevelt, played really well, which was great. But to see that kind of competition off the go and off the get-go, and still, play hard, play well, learn a lot, has been a lot of fun to see.
Yeah, I was going to mention that beginning of the schedule started pretty rough, but it feels like you guys have maybe, gotten a couple wins under your belt. That's got to help the confidence factor, right?
It's huge. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Winning helps a lot of things for kids and that sort of thing. And, just learning how we're going to play best together. We've kind of shifted and done a little bit more pressuring in the full court, and that's unlocked some things, some skill sets in our kids. It's been really fun to see. We've got an athletic group and we've got a deep group. We've got some kids that are, playing 6 to 12 minutes on our team that would be playing a lot of minutes in a lot of places, and that can be a really hard role, or it can be a really rewarding one to know that, we can just go in and play our holy tails off. And that's been fun to see too. Kids kind of buy into that, like, all right, whenever my number's needed, let's go. And you've seen some great performances with that too. But fun to have that depth and see it develop. And, continue to have kids gain confidence, like you said.
You mentioned your two sophomores that lead the team in scoring, Ava and Olivia. I mean, they're kind of similar players when you see them on the court. Both can play versatile, but really in the backcourt more. They're about the same size. What compare and contrast those two girls for us?
Yeah, I mean, the number one comparison they both have in common, thankfully, is that they both want to win more than anything. They're two of the most competitive people that I've ever met. And, you know, to see them, you know, their skill sets are unique. Both adept at handling the basketball, both can shoot it. You know, I think Ava's taken a huge step forward offensively this year. It's a credit to her work, and same with Olivia being able to work on scoring at all three levels. And I think Ava consistently last year was such a great defender for us, and that's carried over. And I think Olivia is really underrated in that realm as well. And you know, they're the points of that pressure, being able to, you know, play big minutes and still be able to bring it in the full court. They're dynamic, you know, as dynamic as a pair that exists in our state. And like you said, they're only sophomores. But yeah, they're super fun to coach. Turn them loose and, you know, just kind of see how things are going to go. But yeah, have done a great job picking up some of that scoring role for sure.
Tell me about Pierre. I remember last year you played about the same time in the season. If I remember right, you guys had to come back in the fourth quarter, and yep. That was a big win for you at the time.
It was huge.
I don't know. What do you remember about that game, first of all, and then what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, anytime you go to Pierre, you know, you're down 10 when you walk in the door. That place is an awesome atmosphere for high school basketball. I love going there. You know, going on the road to some of those ESD schools is so fun because it's just an absolute grinder. You know, you've made a long road trip and you're going to have to play your best. And that game was so back and forth. You know, they threw some haymakers, you know, hit some big shots, and we were able to, you know, make a few adjustments in the second half with how we covered. And, you know, it ended up being in the 70s. I think we scored 72 or something. It was like 72-63, or I can't remember exactly what the score was, but it was a high-scoring game. And, you know, somebody asked me after that, like, was it bad defense? It's like, no, this is two really, really good athletic basketball teams that can really score just going at it. It's one of the better high school basketball games, you know, that I've been a part of in my time. You know, just a fun contest, and, you know, obviously happy to walk away with a win. And, you know, they've lost some key pieces. We lost some key pieces. And, you know, you can kind of see that, you know, in them trying to find themselves a little bit early in the season. You know, they've won a couple of really close games against good teams like Spearfish, and Sioux Falls, Washington got a big win the other day over them. And they're close contests. Lost to a good Bismarck team, you know, just by 4, last week and a half ago, whatever. And so they've played some good competition just like we have. You know, two really, really similar teams that want to accomplish things in a very similar way. Lennox Dupree leads them. She's a just super talented guard. Ryan Berry in the same boat, and then, you know, they have a post player that is as good as anybody in South Dakota in the paint. In Terwilliger, she's a stud. Can score over both shoulders, and you know, just gets a lot out. I mean, she's listed at 5'11". I don't know if she's that tall, but she gets it done in there. Size is not an issue there. Just a really, really good player that, you know, we're going to have to be prepared for sure.
They will have to be prepared for her for sure. We are in the middle of our Bank West pregame show right here on KGFX 1060 AM, 103.1 FM. We'll be back with our pregame interview with Kirk Bebout coming up next.
Smart, rugged, capable. The Ford F-150 pickup at Capital City Ford. The Ford F-150 offers impressive power you need with the efficiency you want. It's loaded with intelligent technology. You can load up, tow, and work from about anywhere. Capital City Ford carries the newest model offering hands-free highway driving, towing tech, and heads-up display. Now, qualified buyers can purchase a new 2023 Ford F-150 for 1.9% APR for 72 months. Check out their full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierre.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial Member to Investment Advisory Services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Brandon Valley High School here in Brandon, South Dakota. We just heard from Mike Zur, the head coach of the Lynx. Now it's time to talk to Kirk Beebout, head coach of the Pierre Governors, about a stretch that's coming up in front of him. 4 games in a row against teams above 500. Here is what he had to say just a few minutes ago. Talking to Kirk Beebout, head coach of the Pierre Governors, and we were just talking about this. It really gets into the part of the season where there's a lot of games, and especially for you guys, you've got 4 teams in a row with winning records. So this really begins kind of a different challenge in your schedule, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good time for it. We've, we got a couple months under our belt, and yeah, it really picks up as far as games goes. And I know the girls appreciate that and like that. They, practice. We're starting to do some of the same drills for the 10th time. They want to know when the next game is. So it's good for them to get out and play. That's really what they want to do. As coaches, of course, there's always things they can get better at, and that's what we stress about. So we like practice, but yeah, it's time to
Brandon Valley tonight. This is a team that rotates several players. You guys don't rotate as many. Is that an issue for you guys when you play a team that seems to have more depth than you guys do?
I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Yeah. It is what it is. They're really deep. They're really interchangeable. They have a lot of talented girls that put in a lot of time into basketball. But, I feel pretty good about the ones that we put out there, and they're competitors. And I think, I'll say this I think about this a lot. These girls play in the summertime, and they're playing 3 games in a day. And then they wake up the next day and play 3 games. And there's timeouts, there's quarter breaks, there's halftime. I'm not one that really gets too overly concerned with the minutes, but obviously, having that depth is nice.
Let's talk about shooting the basketball. Lennox Dupree coming off of a great shooting game. You guys have some players that can shoot the ball. And I know that's something, too, that as the season goes on, you find some people getting in their stride. Have you seen your team shoot the ball better recently?
Yeah, I mean, I was never a concern of mine with Lennox. Lennox has put in so much time in the game of basketball that it's only a matter of time before she had a breakout. Now, hopefully it can stay consistent, but, I mean, the girl can play. She's one of the best players I've ever coached, if not the best, and she's a baller, and I'm not surprised at all to see her shooting the ball that way.
Let's talk about this matchup in particular against Brandon Valley. What are the keys for you guys to be able to come out of here with the W?
Oh, I mean, I think it starts transition. Watching them on tape, it doesn't matter who gets the rebound. They are flying out of there, and they're looking to pass ahead. Some of the girls are just going. They're not even really rebounding. So they really want to get out in transition. So if you don't get back and get that under control, then I don't know why we came today. So that'd be the first part, is we got to get the ball stopped. And then, they have some quick girls that play up top of their zone and press that are going to look to get deflection. So we got to really be fundamental and using ball fakes and and meeting passes and those kind of things. And then, anytime you're playing a good team, you got to focus and you got to finish plays. If we get free throws, we got to knock in our free throws. We get layups, we got to make our layups. I mean, when you play a good team, there's the margin for error is very little. So we got to come out focused and on top of our game right away.
So Kirk Bebout ready to be focused and coming out at the top of their game as they face the Brandon Valley Lynx. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for tonight. And our starting lineups brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities. Let's take a look at the Brandon Valley starters to start things off. They've got 2 seniors, a couple of sophomores, and a junior starting. Their sophomore 5'7" Ava Kellenberger, one of their top 2 scorers on the season at guard. Kennedy Deckert, the senior, who is one of the vocal leaders on this team. She's done a great job as a all honorable mention in All Metro last season, and she's committed to play at Northern State. They also have Madison Gieber in the middle, a junior 6'1" post player, maybe the most improved player on this Brandon Valley team from last season. Paisley Hoff, another senior who started last year for them, comes in at 5'7". And then Olivia Padgett, their leading scorer, just a sophomore, does a little bit of everything. Checks in at 5'7" for her. So that's the look at your starters for Brandon Valley. For Pierre, Elise Christopherson, the 5'8" senior. Of course, Lennox Dupree coming off of 2 big games, 11 threes in her last 2 games. Ryan Berry, the veteran senior at 5'8". Reese Terwilliger in the post, and of course Graceland Taylor also in the starting lineup. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will introduce the officials and get you set for tip-off right here on the pregame show, on the Bank West pregame show at KGFX 1060 AM, 103.1 FM.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
We help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio, Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide! Got it! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to DakotaStormRoofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Welcome back to the Brandon Valley High School gym, where the Pierre Governors come in at 7-2 and take on the Brandon Valley Lynx, coming in at 4-3 on the day. These two teams played 364 days ago, and Brandon Valley got the win in that game, even though they were trailing in the fourth quarter. These teams look a little different than last year. We've got 2 returning starters for the Brandon Valley Lynx and 3 for Pierre. So there's some familiarity, but a lot different look this season at these 2 teams. Let's hear from our sponsors for the tip-off. From Dakota Mart, Fort Pierre.
Welcome to Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli departments and hardware. And all throughout the store, they have the freshest and best quality in the area. If you don't see what you need, just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests also. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
Back at the Brandon Valley High School gym, we also want to introduce the game officials, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Leanne Hall, Doug Rusink, and Chad Vasikil are officials. We always appreciate the officials, especially when they have to travel through weather that we've been having across the state. The Law on the Court is brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
All right, getting set for the tip-off. Go through those starters once again. Ava Killenberger, Kennedy Deckert, Madison Geaver, Paisley Hoff, and Olivia Paget for Brandon Valley. For Pierre, Elise Christopherson, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, and Gracelyn Taylor. Getting set in midcourt to get things started. Ryan Berry is going to be jumping against Madison Geaver, and Brandon Valley gets the opening tip. Pierre comes out in a man-to-man. Trying to get the ball inside to Geaver, and off the glass for 2, the first bucket of the game for Madison Geaver. A quick steal, and Pierre will be able to clear it, but you can see the full court pressure is something that Brandon Valley has really gone to lately, and they're starting to find an identity and putting a little bit more pressure on. We'll see how Pierre handles that today. They're working it around the outside. Lennox Dupree tries to get it inside to Terwilliger. It's picked off. Here come the Lynx. Ava Kellenberger, the sophomore, kicks it to the outside. Geaver gets the pick, trying to get it inside. They'll decide to work it around. There's Olivia Paget, the sophomore leading scorer. Drives, it goes out of bounds. Pierre ball. So you see the full court press coming out right at the beginning, and another steal by Brandon Valley. Layup no good by Kellenberger, and Pierre once again will clear it. We'll see if they can deal with this press early on. Brandon Valley likes to rotate up to 10, maybe 11 players. Pierre, of course, playing 6 or 7 usually. We'll see if that factors into this game as it matures. There's Lennox Dupree on the outside. Ryan Berry, head fake inside to Terwilliger. Changes direction, goes right at the hoop, right at Geaver, and gets 2. So 2-2 ball game. The Lynx taking on the Govs here in the ESD battle. So look at Olivia Paget, who's going to set things up on the outside. Kennedy Deckert lets it go from 3 just off. Rebounded by Christopherson, and the Govs have a chance to take the lead early on here. 6 minutes, 7 seconds into the first quarter. 2-2 ball game. Ryan Berry pulls up for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by the Lynx, Ava Kellenberger. Man-to-man full court. Lennox Dupree defending the sophomore guard, Ava Kellenberger. Ball pressure, they're going to switch. They'll keep it outside. Olivia Paget will try to set up the offense for the Lynx. Not much motion in the motion offense right now. The ball gets tied up. Good defensive play that time. And it looks like it's going to be Pierre basketball after it gets tied up, and we're going to have our first substitute of the game. Grace Richter checking in for the Govs. Brianna Sargent goes to the bench. And the Governors inbound. Ryan Berry gets it across the half-court line into Lennox Dupree off to the right corner. Back out to the perimeter. Christensen gets it inside to Terwilliger. Bad pass. Intercepted by Paisley Hoff, the senior. And Brandon Valley is going the other way. Olivia Paget goes hard to the hoop and sinks it for 2. She also got fouled and has a chance for an and one. And the foul will go against Reese Terwilliger, her first personal of the game. As Paget scores 2. They are up 4-2. Misses on the free throw. And here comes Lennox Dupree trying to break the press once again. It's Olivia Paget and the Lynx who get the intercept. She goes in for 2. And Paget has her fourth bucket of the night, her fourth point, excuse me. Here come the Govs once again, trying to get into their offense. Have not been very much into their offense yet. Left-handed jumper for 3, no good by Dupree. Offensive rebound by Terwilliger. They're going to work it around the edge. Terwilliger wide open underneath. Great pass, great look that time by Grace Richter on the assist to Terwilliger. 6-4 Lynx lead. We're in the first quarter, just under 4.5 minutes to play. And the Lynx bring the ball up. That's Olivia Paget. Looking for something on the inside there. They try to get to Madison Gieber. It's tapped out of bounds by the Pierre Governors, and it will stay with Brandon Valley possession. Good aggressive play that time by Reese Terwilliger to tap the ball out of bounds, and Brandon Valley has another chance. They will go to their bench as well. They'll substitute 2 players in. Amanda Lease coming in off the bench. Kennedy Deckert has it on the perimeter, kicks it out. Up and good. Paisley Hoff, a team that doesn't hit a ton of three-pointers, gets a three-pointer right there from their senior, Paisley Hoff. And a quick lead for the Lynx, up 9-4 as Pierre tries to get into their offense. A three-pointer up and just rolls out for Christofferson. And it goes out of bounds. Brandon Valley with possession. So Christofferson had a good look in and out of the hoop, trying to answer the three-pointer with their own. And you'll see kind of a token full-court man press going for the Governors right now as Paisley brings the ball up. Paisley Hoff turns it over. Here come the Governors on the break. Richter goes strong left hand, no good. Rebound off of Reese Terwilliger's hand. It's going to be Brandon Valley basketball. 9-4 lead early on. First quarter action, 3.5 left as the Lynx have a lead here. They've made a three-pointer, a full court pass, trying to burn everybody down the court. Layup no good by Gracie Salter, but the rebound is up and good by Amanda Lease. So they catch him sleeping a little bit. A full court pass. Gets it right past, and we've got a timeout. We'll be back with more action right here from Brandon Valley.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little...
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Give it off to Cisse, gliding to the basket. Out to 3, Jay Hayes. Good. And Eric Glenn wants to stop the music.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Williger had it in the lane and lost it, but it went out of bounds off of Brandon Valley. Christopherson gets it into Ryan Berry. Berry will take it back to the top of the key and try to reset this offense. Christopherson into Terwilliger, kicks it back to the top of the key. Over to Christopherson, who tries to drive right side. And they're going to get Reese Terwilliger for too much time in the lane. They got the offense working a little bit more there. But Terwilliger gets called for 3 seconds. And here come Brandon Valley. Ava Kellenberger gets it across the half-court line. Guarded by Lennox Dupree. Good man-to-man defense. Ball gets loose. Dupree comes up with it. Here come the Govs on a fast break. It's poked out of Ryan Berry's hand. Shot up and no good. Grace Richter, had a chance at a layup, but an awkward angle prevented her from making that one. Still 11-4, Lynx lead. Ava Kellenberger with the ball. Gets it to Paisley Hoff on the top of the key. Kicks it to the corner. That's Kellenberger once again. And the offense kind of stuck on the perimeter right now. They really need to make the emphasis to get it into the paint. That's one thing Brandon Valley has not done well, and they turned it over right there as Richter comes out on the fast break. And a loose ball goes out of bounds off of Brandon Valley, off of Amanda Lease. And another change. You're going to see a lot of substituting for Brandon Valley today as they bring in 3 new players, including Addison Hunstead. Madison Gieber comes back in, and Olivia Paget back in the ball game as well. Pierre gets it inbounds. Christopherson tries to get one on the baseline. Up, no good, no rebounding. Rebounded by Paget. They get tangled up with Lennox Dupree, and it's going to be called on Lennox Dupree for her first personal foul. Second foul of the game so far. And Brandon Valley, 11-4 lead with 1:51 left here in the first quarter. As Olivia Paget, their leading scorer, takes it across the half-court line, tries to get something going on the left side. Close defense by Elise Christopherson. They're going to call her for a reach. And that's her third foul now. Third team foul, I should say. Brandon Valley takes it out of bounds. Olivia Paget, a whistle again. It looks like they're going to get a push on the inbound. No shot. And they're going to call that one on Christopherson again, I believe. Her second foul. So as they stacked it up to try to inbound it, Christopherson gets called for her second foul. This one inbounded and stolen by Pierre, but it comes right back to Brandon Valley as Addison Hunstead gets it and right back to Pierre on another loose ball. And Pierre will come across the timeline. Now, Lennox Dupree from about 20 feet drains it for 3. And we've been talking about Lennox Dupree and how hot of a shooter she has been recently. That's now her 12th three-point basket in the last 3 games. And coming back down on the other side of the court, Gracie Salter shot one. It gets stuck between the rim and the backboard. Everybody's waiting for somebody. There's Coach Mike Zerr will throw a ball out there so they can get it unstuck from there. But a nice three-point shot that time by Lennox Dupree. Her first field goal of the game. It's now 11-7 Lynx. Lynx inbound from under their own hoop. They're taking some time. They'll get it out to Amanda Lease, who tries to drive, kicks it back out. They'll get it into their 6'1" post player who loses control of the ball. Lennox Dupree comes up with it. She goes left, she goes right, puts up the soft left-handed jumper, no good. And rebounded and cleared by Gracie Salter. And Madison Gieber, their post player, will get it to Lease. Fouled on the way up. And Gracelyn Taylor called for the foul, so it started out as a pretty clean start to this game. And now all of a sudden, 5th team foul, which of course will put Amanda Lease at the line for 2. 11-7 lead for the Lynx. Lease's first free throw is up and good. 12-7, now 50 seconds left in this first period of play. Lynx have had the lead the whole way, missed by Amanda Lees, cleared by Christopherson. Gracelyn Taylor gets it across the timeline, back to Ryan Berry on top. 39 seconds left here in this first quarter. Dupree gets it quickly into Terwilliger. She fights her way for position. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Gracie Salter. Here come the Lynx with 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Olivia Paget looks for a hole to drive. She does. No good. Rebounded by Pierre. So 19 seconds left. Try to play for another shot. 12-7 lead for Brandon Valley. And Pierre trying to get something going, something positive into the second quarter. 6 seconds left. Shot from the top of the key. It's good. Ryan Berry drills the three. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 12-10. The Govs close the lead to just 2 at the end of one quarter. But Brandon Valley still has the lead. We'll be back with more from the Brandon Valley High School gym on KGFX.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Everroot motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
And the Govs down by 2 going into the second quarter. Reese Terwilliger with 4, Ryan Berry 3, Lennox Dupree with 3. And they will start with possession here in the second quarter. Errant pass out of bounds. It was a pass by Lennox Dupree. Elise Christopherson did not see it. It went right past her and out of bounds. Brandon Valley takes possession. For Brandon Valley, Olivia Paget with 4. And it looks like 3 for Paisley Hoff. Shot from the corner. Kennedy Decker drills it for 3. Big shot right there to put them up by 5. Ryan Berry will push it. Lennox Dupree likes that spot from the corner and nails it for 3. Her second 3-ball of the game. 15-13 now, and Pierre comes up with a turnover on the other side. Dupree. Bounce pass. They'll get it back out to the top. It's Ryan Berry. It's blocked on the outside. Ava Kellenberger. What a defensive play that time to get to Ryan Berry. Lennox Dupree, a little floater from the baseline for 2, and she is catching fire right now. Lennox Dupree coming off of probably her 2 best games of the season, playing against Washington and Douglas the last 2 games. Ava Kellenberger misses a bunny on the inside, and Pierre has a little momentum now. 15-15. They've tied it up on a 5-0 run here in the second quarter. They'll swing it around the perimeter once again. Get it to Reese Terwilliger on the elbow. Finds Ryan Berry from three-point land. No good. Rebound. Good aggressive rebound. But it goes out of bounds as Gracelyn Taylor can't quite come up with it. It goes off of her leg. And Brandon Valley takes possession. Glad you could join us here in Brandon. I know the weather across the state makes it prohibitive to get out and see every game that you want to. Glad you could join us here on KGFX. Brandon looking to get their offense started. Get it inside to Geaver, but it's another loose ball, and Lennox Dupree, faster than everybody else on the court, takes it all the way, but it's rejected. Ava Kellenberger takes the shot and deflects it. Here come the Lynx back on their own break. They'll go to the corner. Deckert gets it back inside. Kellenberger for 2. So defense turns into offense as Ava Kellenberger breaks the tie. 17-15 lead now. And there's Kellenberger once again with the defensive prowess. A one-man wrecking crew. Ava Kellenberger got a block. She got a 2-point hoop, and that time disrupts the Governors in the backcourt, deflecting it out of bounds as the Govs now get possession once again. Ryan Berry doing her best to break this press. Elise Christopherson passes it to Lennox Dupree into Reese Terwilliger, who goes right up against Madison Geaver and comes up just short. Geaver with the rebound. Lynx on the run once again. They don't have anywhere to go in the paint. Kick it to the outside. Amanda Lease gets it back to the top of the key to Paisley Hoff. Hoff will drive for two, goes right hand on the left side of the court and gets her first 2-point field goal. 19-15, Brandon Valley with the lead, 4:53 left here in the second quarter. Ryan Berry gets it out to Reese Terwilliger from the free throw line, jumper no good, and she has taken good shots so far today, not able to get them to go. Quick pass on the inside, Madison Geaver wide open, and a good look that time to get their post player, an easy two. 21-15 now. A 6-0 run for Brandon Valley after giving up a 5-0 run to start the quarter. Ryan Berry to Lennox Dupree. They'll go back and forth until Berry shoots off the edge of the rim. It goes out of bounds. And Brandon Valley with the ball, they will sub 3 players in. You see that a lot. The Lynx coming in with fresh legs as often as they can to try to disrupt Pierre, and they've been able to do that. And they'll inbound it to Gracie Salter. Tries to get it down to Amanda Lease, but the Govs retreat quickly enough to stop the attack from the Lynx. Into the corner. 3-ball. No good for Brandon Valley. That was Addison Hunstead who missed that one as Lennox Dupree clears it for the Govs. A lot of the offense running through Dupree, Berry, and Terwilliger, as it usually does for these Govs. Berry calling out some signals at the top of the key. Gets it to Terwilliger, going up into the lane, goes left, and gets the left-hander to go. So good at scoring over either shoulder. And if she catches fire, she could be a difference maker here in the paint. 21-17, layup by Amanda Lease. And Brandon Valley adds 2 to their score. 23-17 now with 3:15 left here in the second quarter. Brandon's had the lead the entire way. They were tied at one point, 15-15, but have not trailed. Lennox Dupree, the left-hander, gets it out to Ryan Berry on the top. Elise Christopherson looking for a move. Goes right to the rack. Up and good. Good defense that time, but Elise Christopherson was too tough. Took it right at the Lynx and scores the hoop. Let's take an Actigra timeout. 19, Lynx lead. You're listening to KGFX.
Over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
4 points so far for the Lynx, bringing it up the court. Defended by Christopherson in that man defense. Trying to find a way to get it into the paint. Reese Terwilliger giving him a lot of trouble. There's another tip ball. Ryan Berry comes up with it. Here come the Govs on the break. No good on the layup, but Dupree with the rebound. She'll go left hand up and just misses. Gets fouled by Addison Hunsid on the way up. So defense creating that break opportunity, and Lennox Dupree's hustle gets him an offensive board and a chance at 2 free throws. Dupree up and short on her first free throw attempt. She has 8 points so far tonight. Lennox Dupree playing some really good ball, shooting 63% from the free throw line coming into tonight's game. Second one a little strong. So they don't cash in on that offensive rebound opportunity. Still 23-19 Lynx lead. 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Brandon Valley working the perimeter. Nice drive. There's an opening, and it was punctuated by Gracie Salter, who goes off the glass and gets 2 points. 25-19 now, Lynx lead. Ryan Berry brings the ball up the court. Never an easy time up the court for the Govs today. Christopherson with a jumper, mid-range, no good. They get the offensive board. Dupree lines it up for 3, no good. And rebounded by Ava Kellenberger. And Ava Kellenberger, the sophomore 5'7" guard, second on the team in scoring right now. 2 tonight. Has done a great job rebounding, causing some problems on defense. And once again, they will work the perimeter, trying to look for a driving lane. This one is disrupted, and it is going to be pure basketball as Grace Richter comes out with the takeaway. Lennox Dupree looking for an opening, goes right at the hoop, off the back iron, no good. She gets her own rebound, wide open for 3, lines it up, swish! Another 3 ball for Lennox Dupree, her third of the night so far. 25-22 now, Lynx with a 3-point lead, under a minute in the second quarter. Ava Kellenberger kicks it out to Hunset, who loses the ball out of bounds. So the Govs down 3 points here with 43 seconds left in the second quarter. Trying to pull a little tighter here. This has been a game pretty much controlled by the Lynx, but the Govs keep fighting back and stay right now within 1 possession of those Lynx. And Brandon Valley comes out in that man-to-man full court press again. Good play by Ava Kellenberger to poke it out of bounds. And Christopherson once again will inbound, trying to get it to Ryan Berry. .9 seconds left, gets it into Berry. Christopherson helps get it across, back to Berry. Richter goes right at it, and a nice play from the backside. It was tipped that time by Kennedy Deckert. And Brandon Valley now has the ball with 25 seconds left in this second quarter. Gracie Salter gets it back out to Ava Kellenberger. They're going to try to play for the last shot here. 13 seconds left. Great defense that time as Elise Christopherson ties up the basketball. Possession, it's going to be a jump ball, so possession stays with Brandon Valley. But that'll come in handy if they can make a stop here. They will get the ball coming out of halftime. Pierre will. 25-22. Brandon Valley up by 3. Olivia Paget, and it gets the ball inbound with 10 seconds. Under 10 now. It's Kennedy Deckert lines it up for 3 just off. To the left, it goes out of bounds with 3.8 seconds left. So 3.8 seconds, they'll inbound under their own hoop. Get it into Lennox Dupree, 2-1. She'll launch from 3. Off the backboard, no good. 25-22. The Brandon Valley Lynx have the lead here in Brandon. And Pierre tries to close it, but still remains a bucket down going into halftime. We'll be back on our halftime show. You're listening to KGFX 1060 AM, 103.1 FM for Pierre Governor basketball.
Scott Darno with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
At Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford in Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Refined design, remarkable capabilities. Ford Edge at Capital City Ford delivers everyone and everything in style and comfort. Bold and aggressive on the outside, lavish with lots of tech on the inside. This SUV does a whole lot more than haul groceries. Travel with confidence when purchasing your all-new Ford Edge from Capital City Ford. And for a limited time, qualified buyers can purchase at 1.9 APR for 72 months. Check out the full vehicle lineup at CapitalCityFord.com. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
The word cooperative means working together for a common purpose. At Actegra Cooperative, we are dedicated to supporting the success of our farmers and the health of our communities for generations to come. Rooted in our communities, Actegra strives to instill dedication, determination, and integrity in everything we do. And that includes inspiring the next generation of agricultural leaders.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Producers, now's a great time to get your seed meters inspected so you're ready for spring planting. Right now, Grossenberg Implement, your John Deere dealer with 9 locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, is offering $25 labor per row all month long. Contact one of Grossenberg Implement's service managers and schedule your planter seed meter inspection so it's ready for spring. Grossenberg Implement, where service is the other half of a great product. Go to grossenberg.com for details.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities, from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Lynx Trucking and Construction.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
With their energy, they've brought a lot of energy so far in this game. As we start the third quarter, Pierre gets possession of the ball. That was due to a jump ball that was called right at the end of the second quarter. So Pierre will start with possession. Here they are. Richter out to Barry. Barry on the left side. We'll get it back to Richter. Gets it to Christofferson, who tries to get it inside to Terwilliger, and it is knocked away. Brandon Valley has possession. Here they come on the break. Paisley Hoff gets it to Olivia Paget. Paget and the Lynx try to set up. They have a 3-point lead entering this third quarter. Kennedy Deckert looking inside, gets it, and she gets it right back on the give and go. A late defensive attempt by Lennox Dupree, and she is called for the foul. Her second of the game, and that'll bring Kennedy Deckert to the free throw line, shooting 71% from the stripe so far this year. The lefty up and good. Deckert with 4 points now on the night. Second one is up and good. So 5 for her and a 5-point lead now for the Brandon Valley Lynx. Ryan Berry brings it across center court. She'll stop and pop, and she gets fouled. Ava Killenberger, I believe, with the foul. Yep. So Killenberger's first, and that'll send Ryan Berry to the line. That one's up and good. 4 now for Berry on the night. Berry shooting 72% from the stripe so far this year. That one just a bit off. And Madison Geaver gets the rebound. Here come the Lynx. 27-23, 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. Brandon Valley with the lead and the basketball. Kellenberger out to Paisley Hoff, who gets into Madison Geaver, poked away. Reese Terwilliger does a nice job, and here come the Govs on the break. Ryan Berry, a little fadeaway shot. That doesn't go. And the Lynx come back down. They like to run. Strong move to the hoop by Kennedy Deckert, but it is poked out of bounds by Lennox Dupree. It's going to stay with the Lynx. Dupree, a nice job on the defensive end, stopping that break from the Lynx. Inbound play, Madison Geaver. But it's fought for. Reese Terwilliger comes up with it. We're going to call it jump ball. And possession goes to Brandon Valley. So Reese Terwilliger ties it up as Brandon Valley inbounds it to their junior post player, Madison Geaver. Paisley Hoff tries to get it into Geaver. She goes left hand strong and in. Some help side defense doesn't prevent the hoop. And Madison Geaver now with 6. Ryan Berry gets it across the timeline, and here come the Govs trying to set that offense up. This has been really an issue for the Govs so far today, trying to get in rhythm on offense, and that looked like great rhythm that time as Reese Terwilliger goes off glass and puts it in. 29-25, Lynx lead. Strong move by Ava Kellenberger, but at the last minute there's going to be a foul. Grace Richter not in position and is called for the foul. That's going to send Ava Kellenberger to the line for 2. Kellenberger, one of the best free throw shooters on this Brandon Valley team, 77% from the stripe. That one's up and good. 30-25, Lynx in charge here. 6:04 left in the third quarter. Second free throw now for Kellenberger. Up and good. 31-25. Pierre takes it across. It's Ryan Berry once again trying to go until she stopped. She is finally stopped at the baseline. Tries to get it across the court to Grace Richter, but it is going to be poked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Pierre. Grace Richter, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, Elise Christofferson, and Lennox Dupree, the 5 Govs on the court right now. They get it inbounds. Richter tries to fake a shot, open up something, gets it to Christopherson, who drives and goes off the window. Elise Christopherson with a strong move. It's now a 4-point game. Lynx still lead. Kicking it to the corner. Ava Kellenberger for three. No good. Good rebounding position by the entire Govs team. Ryan Berry comes up with it. Richter trying to go all the way and gets fouled on the way up and will get 2 shots. So the Govs, we just talked about them getting back into rhythm offensively. They look like they're in a better rhythm right now and getting helped out a little bit on a couple of fouls. First one up, just bounces off the rim. That's no good. That last foul, by the way, on Kennedy Deckard. Her second. 5:26 here in the third quarter. Both free throws no good for Grace Richter, but they retain possession. Ryan Berry for three, short and out of bounds. Doesn't come up with any rim, and that one will go to Brandon Valley now. They come out in a full court man-to-man defense. Olivia Padgett trying to get past Elise Christopherson, and does. Gets it into their offensive set. Amanda Lease gets it over to Hunstead. Hunstead back to Paisley. Hoff goes off the window, no good. And Madison Geaver, excuse me, that was Gracie Salter of Brandon Valley, who goes out of her range and commits a foul. Third foul now for Brandon Valley. And remember, you have to get to 5 fouls to get your 2 free throws now. No more one-on-ones. And Pierre now down 4 with 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. We'll try to get something going. Dupree and Berry back and forth. Into a zone now for Brandon Valley. We'll see if that changes anything. And there is a travel called on Grace Richter, who cannot quite come up with the basketball, and another turnover for the Pierre Governors. 31-27, Lynx with the lead. Sophomore Olivia Padgett out to Amanda Lease. Here's Gracie Salter. Kicks it out. Hunstead. Brooke Burnett now in the game. Loses control of the basketball as Ryan Berry gets the Governors going. There's Lennox Dupree, a soft little jumper. That one's good from about 6 feet. And Dupree gets the Govs within 2, 31-29 now. And Mike Zur, head coach for Brandon Valley, wants a timeout. Momentum definitely going toward the Governors right now. We'll take a quick break and step away. 31-29, Brandon Valley leads the Pierre Governors.
In Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money. Man-to-man. So the Lynx come out of the huddle. We'll see what they've got cooking. Addison Hunstead over to Gracie Salter, back to Hunstead. That one tapped out of bounds. Look at this. Lennox Dupree collects the ball, goes fast break, and it goes out of bounds. Pierre with the ball, and I believe they're going to call a foul. Yep, Gracie Salter gets called for the personal.
And that is team foul number 4 now. Or was that? Yeah, they're going to say she was shooting. That was team foul number 4, but they will go into shooting at the rest of this 3:53 in the third quarter. Anytime Brandon Valley commits a foul, Lennox Dupree, first free throw no good. She is now 0 for 3 from the stripe in this game. Overall, the Pierre Governors have been a good free throw shooting team. Tonight, struggling from the stripe. Second shot up and good. And Dupree, 14 on the night so far. Quick back and forth passing, gets the Lynx down the court. Deckert kicks it out to Lease. Lease into the corner. That's Burnett who tries to drive, loses control, but the Lynx maintain the ball. Back into Burnett again. She'll go off the glass. No good. Ryan Berry called for the personal foul. Brooke Burnett, the junior, 5'8" junior, goes to the stripe. Played sparingly tonight, but that was a nice move that time. Averages 2 points per game, 1.8 rebounds per game on this deep Brandon Valley team. She goes up and makes her shot. Her first point of the night. 32-30. Lynx with a 2-point lead. Brooke Burnett up for her second shot, just rims out, and rebound by Elise Christopherson. Govs take control. Ryan Berry trying to push it. Lennox Dupree likes it from 3, and she buries it. Lennox Dupree's 4th three-pointer. She had 5 three-pointers 2 games ago, 6 on Tuesday night, and 4 so far tonight. The Govs take the lead, 33-32, and that's the first time we've been able to say that all night. Brandon Valley back with possession. Ava Kellenberger loses it off the shot, rebounded by Pierre. A good team hustle that time to keep the ball alive. And Pierre likes it from 3. Graceland Taylor no good. Rebound Madison Geaver, and here come the Lynx once again. Down 1. Your Pierre Governors have taken the lead. Amanda Lease goes all the way coast to coast. Loses it out of bounds, but it is off the Govs. Brandon Valley ball. 33-32. The Governors take the lead on that 3-point shot made by Lennox Dupree, her 4th three-pointer of the night so far. And that has been the difference in the game so far. Brandon Valley playing scrappy D, but not able to get any good shots off recently, and they lose the ball once again. Here come the Governors. Dupree open on the layup, goes up right hand and makes it. 3-point lead now for the Govs. 35-32, 2:15 left in the third quarter. Brandon looking for a good shot. Kellenberger goes baseline, runs into Reese Terwilliger, no good. Good defense by the Govs again. And defense really creating problems for this Brandon Valley team as the Govs seem to have taken control here in the third quarter, up by 3, 35-32. Barry swings it around, gets it back on the top of the perimeter. Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, they're trying to feed the ball inside. A loose ball, but picked up by Terwilliger, and the loose ball continues. And as Olivia Padgett of Brandon Valley tried to save it, she stepped out of bounds. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Pierre has possession, 1:37 in the third quarter. And I think the officials discussing right now to make sure the shot clock should stay at 8, because there was a little back and forth to make sure there wasn't possession exchanged. They confirm, nope. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Berry over to Lennox Dupree. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the shot clock runs out before Pierre can get a shot off. So the team turnover gives the ball to the Lynx. Pierre comes back out in that full court man-to-man. And Olivia Padgett will try to break the press. Here she comes right side. Good ball control for the sophomore. Comfortable dribbling with the left hand. She continues to take control over to Ava Kellenberger. Kennedy Decker tries to get it inside to Amanda Lease. Lease over to Madison Gieber. No good. Rebounded by Lennox Dupree. And the Govs trying to force the issue once again on the break. Reese Terwilliger goes up hard, but Amanda Lease fouls her on the way up. 2 shots for Reese Terwilliger coming up. 35-32, Govs with the lead. 54 seconds left here in this third quarter. And again, they'll get a chance from the stripe to add to this lead. Up and good. Terwilliger makes her first free throw attempt of the night. She now has 9 points for the Governors tonight, as they now have a 4-point lead under a minute in the third quarter. Second one up. Bounces in and out. I think there's going to be a lane violation. Yes, she's going to get another attempt as Brandon Valley commits a lane violation on the rebound. So second attempt once again for Terwilliger. That's just off the right side, and Brandon Valley now 4 down. Will push the ball and try to get a good shot off into the corner to Kennedy Deckert. Back out of the top to Paisley Hoff. Hoff drive, dish. Back to Deckert. Deckert finds an opening, goes off the glass for 2. 7 now for Kennedy Deckert. 36-34, Governors with a 2-point lead. Under 30 seconds now. Inside to Terwilliger. Fakes left, goes right, misses, and with 17 seconds, Brandon Valley will probably have the last attempt here in the third quarter to tie or take the lead. 36-34. Strong move by Padgett, blocked by Dupree. Padgett's got it back. She goes off the glass and good. 4 seconds. Tie ball game right now. Ryan Berry heaves from half court. Oh, in and out. 36-36. What a quarter as both teams showed some life in the third quarter. We are getting set for a fantastic finish in the last 8 minutes from Brandon Valley. Tied at 36. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KGFX, 1060 AM, 103.1 FM.
What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses. And quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
For over 130 years, Bank West has earned long-term customer relationships by continually adapting to current customer needs while never losing touch with its South Dakota roots. With all our branches and our corporate offices firmly rooted in South Dakota, you can count on Bank West for solutions and service backed by hometown values. We've been there and we'll be there. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Learn more at bankwest-sd.bank. Member FDIC.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Welcome back. Pierre outscores Brandon Valley 14-11 in that third period. We are tied 36-all as Ryan Berry and the Govs try to get things going in this fourth quarter. Reese Terwilliger going right up against Madison Gieber, and she moves. She gets called for the foul, and Terwilliger once again going to the stripe, made 1 of 2 in her last time out. Through 3 quarters, Lennox Dupree, our leading scorer right now, 19, has made 4 3-pointers for Pierre. For Brandon Valley, Kennedy Deckert leads the way with 7 points. Madison Gieber with 6. First free throw, no good for Terwilliger. Trying to break the tie. Can't get it to go. 1 for 4 from the stripe now for Terwilliger. A fast break. Here comes Ava Kellenberger. Left side, it's good. Brandon Valley with the lead. 38-36. Govs get it across the timeline fairly easily. Lennox Dupree likes that spot on the right side. They'll work it around the perimeter, trying to find an opening for Reese Terwilliger on the inside. Look for Lennox Dupree, who's had a outstanding second half. There's Dupree on the cut. Gives it off to Terwilliger. Off the glass, no good, but from behind, Ava Kellenberger with the reach. And that will send Reese Terwilliger back to the line once again. 1 for 4 from the stripe so far tonight. Up and short. Terwilliger cannot get it to go. So she's had her opportunities from the line. See if they can cut into this 2-point deficit. Second try. Up and good. 1-point game now. 38-37. Here come the Lynx. Defense by Lennox Dupree. It's batted away. Lynx came up with the possession, though. And here's Olivia Paget to start the offense for the Lynx. She'll drive. Runs into a couple of Govs. Puts up a shot. No good. And cleared by Elise Christofferson. So down 1. The Govs with 6:40 left in this game will work for a good shot. Richter back to Ryan Berry. Berry will drive. Season opening. No good. Rebounded by Christofferson on the long rebound. Dupree takes control. Gets it into Terwilliger. Up against their big post player and gets 2 off the glass. 12 now for Reese Terwilliger as the Govs go back up 39-38. Offensive foul, a push off on the dribble as Olivia Paget tries to create some space for herself, gets called for the offensive foul. And Mike Zur, head coach for Brandon Valley, says, give me a timeout. We need to talk about this. We got a good one. Govs up 39-38 right here on KGFX. We'll be right back.
And Seed Development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
It wasn't a violation, but they weren't ready to go. They didn't have the okay from the bench. Now they do have the okay, so Pierre has a second chance at inbounding, and they do. Ryan Berry gets it across to Lennox Dupree. Grace Richter. And this one is going to go against Richter. And Brandon Valley gets the ball back. So a couple of offensive fouls back-to-back. Trade possession. 3 fouls on each team right now. 3 on the Lynx, 1 on the Governors in this last quarter. We're under 6 minutes now. Into the corner, Ava Kellenberger. Tough man-to-man defense. In the corner is Kellenberger, nobody on her. She likes it and lights it up for 3. Pierre retains possession, but good hustle as the momentum swings a little bit toward Brandon Valley. They've got a good student section here tonight. Cheering on their Lynx as the Govs had the lead just a couple of minutes ago. Ryan Berry loses control and uses both hands to dribble. That's a double dribble, and Brandon Valley will try to extend this 2-point lead with another possession. So a couple of big turnovers by the Pierre Governors here in the last couple of minutes that prevented them from getting into their offense. But a steal. Lennox Dupree gets it to Ryan Berry on the break. She'll pull up for a jumper. In and out, no good. Christofferson fights for the board, but it's off of her. And Brandon Valley has possession. 5:13 left here. Fourth quarter action. Lynx up by 2. A lot of intensity here in these two ESD teams battling right now. Pierre up at 7-2, and the Brandon Valley Lynx have only played 7 games, 4-3 on the season so far. They have won 4 of their last 5 games though. Under 5 minutes, Ava Kellenberger looking to drive baseline, loses control. Amanda Lease retains it, gets it back out to Olivia Paget for 3, no good. Tough rebound, but it's going to be Amanda Lease who comes up with the loose ball, and Grace Richter went for the board, lost her balance, and did not come up with possession. So another hoop for the Lynx, puts them up 4 now. 4:35 left. In this fourth quarter, Govs have just 3 points so far. Had a couple good looks at some good offensive plays, haven't been able to cash in. Baseline drive, kick back out. And they're going to get Elise Christopherson, who shuffles her feet after getting possession. And a good timeout right here by Kirk Bebout, who can sense the momentum slipping away. The Governors down 4. Take a quick timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be right back.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
You asked for it. Nonstop flights between Pierre and Minneapolis. Now you can book nonstop flights from Pierre to Minneapolis and Denver on Denver Air Connect.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
And tonight they were tied going into the fourth quarter, and so far it's the Lynx outplaying the Govs in the fourth quarter, but still 4 minutes left to play here as the Lynx possess the ball. There's Olivia Paget on the top of the key. She gets it over to Amanda Lees, back to Paget. Still trying to work it in from the perimeter. No one in the paint right now. 5 players out. Trying to work some clock, it looks like. Amanda Lees back up to the top. They get it into the paint, but blocked by Reese Terwilliger. Pierre comes up with possession. Down 4. 3:47 left. Ryan Berry surveys the court, excuse me. Elise Christopherson, a rare 3-point attempt. That's no good. And it'll go back to Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley will sub in. Ava Kellenberger has been really key player, not only offensively, but defensively tonight. She has 9 points. Olivia Paget has been doing most of the ball handling for the Lynx, especially in this fourth quarter. Tough man-to-man defense right now by Pierre. Ryan Berry goes right after the ball. Gracie Salter will drive, but there's a block at the end of the play. Reese Terwilliger got in the way, and Gracie Salter gets to the free throw line for 2. 43-39, the Brandon Valley Lynx with a 4-point lead right now. 3:22 left in the fourth quarter. Salter up, misses on the free throw. Team fouls 3 for Brandon Valley, just 2 for the Govs. Second free throw attempt up and good. Salter makes it. A 5-point game now, 44-39. Ryan Berry with control of the basketball. Gets it into Terwilliger. Christopherson open in the corner once again. Overshoots on the 3-point attempt. It goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to Brandon Valley. So twice Elise Christopherson trying to cut into the lead with an outside jumper and does not connect. They're going to say it stays with Pierre as the officials change their call. Inbound will go to Lennox Dupree, the leading scorer for the Govs tonight and on the season. Christopherson, another jump shot, no good. Gieber for Brandon Valley clears. And they'll get it to their sophomore, Ava Kellenberger. 44-39, Lynx with the lead. Strong drive by Kellenberger, no good. Lennox Dupuis clears it. She's got the ball in her hand, sizing up a shot, tries to drive, kicks it back out to Ryan Berry. 2:37 left now. Terwilliger going one-on-one with Giever. Shoots it over the top, no good. Giever clears. Still a 5-point lead for the Lynx. Inside to Kellenberger, who tries to go around the hoop. Up and no good. It's going to stay with Brandon Valley. 44-39, Brandon Valley maintains that lead. We were tied coming into the fourth quarter. And now the Lynx trying to seal things up. There's an official's timeout as Ava Kellenberger ties her pink shoes back and ready to play. Gracie Salter on the inbounds. Gets it to Madison Gieber, back out to Salter, who loses control. And there will be a call against Ryan Berry, who tries to disrupt the play. Her third foul, and the third on the Govs this quarter. 2:15 left to play, 44-39. Brandon Valley in control, trying to take their time and run a little clock here. Olivia Paget doing the ball handling, being pestered by Elise Christopherson. Here's Ava Kellenberger. Lennox Dupuis playing one-on-one D. Kellenberger gets it back out to Kennedy Deckert. Deckert looking for a lane to run. Nothing there. 8 on the shot clock. Strong move that time inside. Olivia Paget misses. They get the rebound offensively, and a foul on Pierre. Good rebound by Ava Kellenberger after taking the shot clock down to about 5. And now they'll have a shot from the free throw line, up 5 right now, 44-39. First shot up and good. Kellenberger makes it a 6-point game now. 45-39, 1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. And another free throw by Kellenberger, now a 3-possession game as Pierre tries to set up the offense. There's Lennox Dupuis from 3. She's short. A quick fire, nothing doing. And now Brandon Valley taking their time once again. Paget out to Salter. Salter rakes it up from 3, short. And here comes Pierre. Ryan Berry has a shot off balance, makes it from 2. So a tough shot, an early shot in the shot clock by Gracie Salter. Doesn't pay off for Brandon Valley. Berry comes back down and makes a bucket to make it a 5-point game. 46-41, 1:15 left. We've had a great game here so far. It has been the Lynx with the lead most of the game. They are up 5 right now with just a $1:15 left, and you can see Coach Mike Zur telling his team for Brandon Valley, let's use up some clock. That last possession, Brandon Valley didn't do that. Pierre took advantage. Brandon Valley will have possession coming out of this timeout. Still a 1:15 left. 5-point game. The Govs have to go to work on defense right now and try to get a stop. And they are right back in this ball game. Thanks for joining us on KGFX. I'm Jason Andera. It's been a lot of fun doing my first game here for the Govs. And the inbound goes out of bounds as Ryan Berry taps it loose. It's Paisley Hoff trying to get the inbound, and they do, to Olivia Paget. Strong defense, and then they're going to go for the steal before they get the foul. And they were trying to get the steal for sure, but they are called with the foul. And that's against Ryan Berry once again. That'll be 2 shots on the 15th foul. Third foul against Berry, and that'll bring Olivia Paget to the line. 46-41, Lynx with the lead. $1:09 left. Paget up and good. Her 5th point of the night. She affects the game no matter if she is scoring or not. She is their leading scorer, but only 5 so far tonight. Misses the second one. Rebound by Terwilliger. Here come the Govs. Down 6. Dupree back to Barry. Nice pass on the inside and good. And a strong hoop that time. Great passing as the Govs come up with a big hoop to make it a 3-point game. Excuse me, make it a 4-point game, 47-43. That hoop, by the way, by Graceland Taylor, her first of the night. So 47-43, just under a minute now. Brandon Valley taking their time. Kennedy Deckert. Still 24 on the shot clock, 45 in the game. 2-possession game still. Ryan Berry trying to get the basketball free. Into the corner, Hoff back up to Paget. Paget to Deckert. Deckert gets it to Kellenberger. As the shot clock winds down, she heaves one up and is fouled by Ryan Berry. Her 4th. So Berry has gotten a couple of fouls here late in this 4th quarter and put her in foul trouble, as there's just 27 seconds left in this game, sending Ava Kellenberger to the free throw line. Up and good. A big free throw for the sophomore. 48-43, 27 seconds left. Lynx with the lead. Up and good. So she calmly makes both of those. Ryan Berry quickly tries to get it into an offensive possession. Takes it right at the hoop, comes up short. Rebounded by Terwilliger. They'll kick it back out. Christofferson to Dupree. Dupree's been the three-point shooter tonight. Step back 3. No good. Rebounded by Deckert. And with 11 seconds left, another foul committed. This one by Graceland Taylor. And that should just about do it. 49-43, Lynx with the lead. They'll go back to the free throw line. The Pierre Governors not able to execute in this 4th quarter. They came into the 4th quarter tied at 36. And the Lynx have been finding their way to the free throw line and able to cement this one. Kennedy Deckert misses her first. Still a 6-point game with 11 seconds. Deckert up and good for her second. 10 seconds now, Barry. Will try to, nope, she'll pass it off to Christofferson, who gets about a 10-footer off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Graceland Taylor, who makes it and gets the and one, but too little, too late. Excuse me, that was Reese Terwilliger. So they cut it to a 5-point deficit here, but with 0.6 seconds left on the clock, it's a mere formality on the free throw as Reese Terwilliger puts it up and makes it. That'll do it if they can get the inbound. They do, and it's 50-46. The Brandon Valley Lynx hold off the Pierre Governors for a ESD win at home. We'll wrap this one up coming up right after this. 50-46, the Brandon Valley Lynx get the big win over the Pierre Governors.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental.
Well, 50-46, the Pierre Governors get outscored 14-10 in that final frame. The Govs actually played better in that 3rd quarter to even things up 36-36. But in the end, the Brandon Valley Lynx come away with a big win as they move their record up to 5-3, and the Govs suffer a loss. 7-3 now, their first loss in AA action. Their only other losses coming to Bismarck, and then they lost the very beginning of the year to Rapid City Stevens, but have not lost a AA game since then our player of the game, Lennox Dupree, came up with another 19-point game. This is a player who's been on fire for the Govs recently, and as Coach Bebout said in the pregame show, one of the best players that Pierre has ever had, but over the last 3 games, she has been torrid, to say the least. 29 points on Tuesday night, 6 of 11 from 3. She had 19 points against Washington the game before, and then another 19-point game tonight as she makes 4 3-point baskets. Not quite enough to get the win, but she played an excellent game. Another good night for Reese Terwilliger on the inside, too. She had 15 points on the night for Reese Terwilliger. Ryan Berry with 6 points for the Govs as well. Elise Christopherson scored 4. Gracelyn Taylor added 2. But that's all the scoring the Govs would get from those 5 players. Not quite enough to hold off the Lynx. Usually we have Coach Bebout come on. He said he wants to get going on the bus as quickly as they can because the weather has been a little bit crazy, and they're going to hit the road a little earlier than they usually do, so he's not going to join us for this post-game show. But we'll give you a little recap of what happened tonight. Brandon Valley came out in the first quarter, took a 15-10 lead. In the second quarter, Brandon Valley scored another 10 points, and Pierre caught fire a little bit right before halftime, pulling it to a 3-point game. So Brandon Valley continued with the lead, and then in the third quarter, Pierre played much better. They got the lead for a little bit, 33-32. They took a lead on a 3-pointer by Lennox Dupree, and were tied at the end of 3 quarters. But in the fourth quarter, it was the Brandon Valley Lynx who took control of this game. Ava Kellenberger, she scored 9 points herself just in the fourth quarter for Brandon Valley to help them achieve this big win right here. We'll take a quick break right now and come back and wrap this one up from the Brandon Valley Gym. You're listening to KGFX right here at 1060 AM, 103.1 FM in Pierre.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play. When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Welcome to the post-game show here for Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg. The Pierre Governors had the lead for just a couple of minutes throughout this whole game. The Brandon Valley Lynx end up getting the 4-point victory, 50-46, a much lower scoring game than they played a year ago. Defensively, I think Pierre played a very good game. Offensively, there were long stretches where they couldn't get into their offense and were disrupted by a really pesky Brandon Valley defense. A couple bright spots for the Pierre Governors tonight, though. Lennox Dupree makes 4 3-pointers for a total of 19 points, and Reese Terwilliger also with another good night. 15 points offensively for Reese Terwilliger, but overall, just not enough offense to overtake Brandon Valley tonight. They lose to the Lynx, 50-46. The Lynx have a fun schedule coming up. They've got Aberdeen Central, and then they go to Yankton before taking on Marshall, Minnesota in their next 3 games. Your Pierre Governors, they also go to Aberdeen Central. They will play that next Tuesday they play Aberdeen Central. Then they get O'Gorman and Harrisburg. an undefeated O'Gorman team and a ranked Harrisburg team. So things get really interesting for these Govs as they suffer one of their first losses in a while, but they get it done. On KGFX, you're going to want to watch Stanley County, Potter County boys basketball. That's on tomorrow night, 7:30 pregame. Then Saturday, we've got wrestling. Pierre takes on Rapid City Stevens and Sturgis. That'll be on at noon. On Tuesday, girls basketball, we've got that Pierre at Aberdeen Central game. Pregame will start right around 6:30. We'll see if the Pierre Govs can get back on track as they have to regroup after losing 50-46. I want to say thank you to production. A lot of fun joining KGFX. Thanks for having me. I'm Jason Andera, and thanks for listening. You were listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on KGFX.